Hello everyone! Today we're going to be painting the Twerky bird trio. Your kids are going to love these. They can put them in their books, great bookmarks. They can even give them to their school teacher. Today we're going to be using the paint set by Gravy. We have lots of colors to choose from, but we're really only going to need 3 or 4 colors. We'll be using 2 paintbrushes, a size 3 and a size 0. This is a very easy project to do. So let's get started. Grab a small bottle of water and squirt your paints down very well. Just plain water. This activates all the paints. Okay, with our number 3 paintbrush, we're going to draw a circle, a larger circle, with just clean water. You want to leave space at the bottom for this little birdie's legs, so just go in a circle. Also leave a little room at the sides, because we're going to have some tiny little wings coming out the sides. Get it nice and wet. All right, now it's about time to start thinking about what color you want. I'm gonna go with this beautiful shade of blue for my first bird. I'm just gonna dab that paint in, just like that. All right, let's darken things up a bit. Bring that color down. You can always add more water if you want. You don't want this to be all the same tone all through this. Bring some water in, lighten it up a little. These are going to be our little wings. You're just going to use your small brush and flick them up there like it would be a little goofy little wing, okay? Take that blue color, because it was a little darker, and bring it down. Blend those wings in. All right, same on the other side. Just little flicks. Just like that. Those are going to be little wings. And then take that color and bring it down. Blend it in just a little. Just like that. There you go. You can bring it down anywhere you want. Now we're going to take our brush, dot off that water, and just a few little flecks, like little tiny feathers sticking out up there. Just pull that paint from the bird itself. Now we're going to go for a second bird. We're going to do a slightly smaller wet circle. You want to leave room for the bird's legs at the bottom, because he's going to be standing on the head of the other bird, right? Slightly smaller. And then we'll also leave room on the sides for his little feathers. And we're going to be picking a different color. You can make your colors, your birds, any color you want. I'm going to go with this pink color. Isn't it amazing how the color just explodes? That's always my favorite part. Bring that color in and watch it explode. Go pick up some more of that pink. We're going to do his feathers. Same technique, just bring them out. Just little lines. And flip your brush. I always have that issue, that left-hand side. I don't know why. You can bring your colors out and bring them down again. I like to leave a little bit of white in the middle. All right. We're going to do the same with this little bird. We're going to add some little hairs at the top of his head. A little bit smaller. Well, I decided to add a little purple to this little bird, just to add a little depth and dimension. Not too much, just a little. Give him a little pop there. If you think you have too dark of a color, just bring it in. Bring it in and down, thin it out. Time for birdie number 3. All right. This is the top Twerky bird. Another circle, a little bit smaller. Leave room for his legs. Get that nice sheen of water on there. Think about what color you want. I'm going to go for this orange. If he's too light, get another color. Bring some more orange in. You could always have brought some yellow in. I think I kind of overdid it with the orange. So I'm taking a clean paintbrush, rubbing that orange around and removing some of it. Gonna lighten that up. I'm gonna do the same with the other ones. This is where my eyes are going to go. So I want it a little bit lighter right there. So removing more of that orange. I overdid it way too much. I overshot it. Silly Twerky bird. There, that's more better. More better. Ha! That's better. Picked up a little orange and I'm going to make those tiny little feathers on the side. His little wings. Always a struggle for that left-hand side. Add a little dab of color down at the bottom though. Don't forget, we're going to be making those little tiny flicks at the top for his hair at the top. I'm just pulling that wet color, bringing in a little more out. Okay. So now it's time to bring our birds to life. We're done with that part. We're going to let everything dry. We're going to draw our legs. We're going to be careful not to touch the black ink into the blue if it's still wet. There we go. All right. Let's draw some grass. We don't want him to be standing just in the dirt, right? A little grass. Then we're going to add some paint to the grass. All right, I think I'll do a little heart up here. Just a little flower. You can decorate yours however you want. All right, let's get our number 0 brush. Find the green paint you like, whatever shade, and just do little flicks. They don't have to be on the black lines. I think it looks better when they're not on the lines. It just enhances. We're going to bring another color in also. All right, reach in, pick out a different shade, maybe a yellow. You could even do a different shade of green. I'm going to go with this pretty yellow right here. On some of my grass places, I'm going to add yellow along the green. And then on other things, I'm going to just do some strokes of yellow in there. You could even add in a third color if you wanted, a little brown, add some depth. Just going to go along the very edge of the bottom with some green. Just some shading. All right, let's fill in the heart. You can pick a different color if you want. I'm just going to do a pink heart. I'm being careful to stay inside the edges. And then I'll pick out a different color for my flowers. I'm not working on my other, the little birds yet, just because they're not quite dry yet. I'll do some little blue flowers. Done with my flowers. Well, I think I'll paint the centers of the flowers. I'm going to go back with a little bit of yellow and very carefully dot it inside those flowers. And if I get a little blue mixed in it, it's still okay. Just very lightly add some yellow. There we go. Alright, so the birds aren't quite all the way dry, so I'm going to step back from it for a minute, let it dry, and then I'll be back. Alright, I've stepped away for 15 minutes and now I'm back. Everything is dry. That's good. So now we can work on outlining the birds. I'm going to get my marker again. When I outline the birds this time, I'm not going to do it in a solid line. I'm going to do little tiny flecks of the pen. Just going to come down like that with the pen. There's going to be separation between the lines. Do a few little zigzags in there if you want, but nothing solid. Makes it look more like feathers. Kinda. Do some little tiny ones up there. Same thing. Okay, now I'm going to try to gently outline the wings. Probably go outside of the blue a little, but it's however you want to do it. There we go. All right. We're going to do the same thing for each bird. Here's a leg, and a second leg. Little feet. They're standing on top of each other. Same thing. Bring a leg down, little foot, leg down, little foot. There we go. All right, let's outline this one. Same thing. We'll do some little flips of the pen. Just with the very tip of it. The smaller the bird, the smaller the little tiny flicks are, right? Outline the wings. Little hair right there. We'll add a couple. All right, now it's time to do the baby bird, right? Just making sure he's dry. Just little ziggy zags. It just outlines him a little bit. Notice how I gave the baby bird more hair on top? That's because he doesn't have somebody standing on his head. His hair is not smushed down. All right, let's get my micron pen. This is an 005. It makes smaller, tinier marks. I'm just going to give him some hair right here. Just nice little bits. Extra little tufts of hair. can go outside and get it on the white. You can add some of that little lines into the feathers on the sides. All right, it's time to give our little birdies, our little twerking birdies, some eyes. Each of our eyes are going to look different. And we're going to have big eyes. On the larger bird at the bottom, his eyes aren't going to quite touch the top of his head. Going to give him a little beak. Now we're going to come up to the middle bird. His eyes are going to kind of touch the side. Just like that. Another beak. Baby bird's eyes are sort of similar, but we're going to put his pupils in different places. We've got his beak done now. Let's add his pupils. We're going to make both eyes, the pupils, over to the right-hand side. That way they look like they're looking to the left. The middle bird, we're going to put his kind of toward the bottom and down. The bigger bird, we're going to kind of give him ziggy-zaggy eyes, and then we're going to color in the bottom part of his pupils. Every bird has its own look, right? I have a special white paint that I use for the whites of their eyes. It's called Bleed Proof White. So we use this when we want to cover up stuff. It's a nice solid white. All right, I'm going to get my little tiny brush. And I'm going to get a little bit on the tip. It's a very thick consistency paint. And I'm just going to go into those eyes, just the tops, and get that white in there. Just go slow, very gently. Let's go up and do the other birds too. I think it just makes them pop, their eyes pop. Gives them more character. Once we're done with these eyes, we'll put our white paint away. We got to remember to rinse that brush really well. All right, we're going to be starting on the beaks. So think what color you want your beak to be. I'm going to go with a little bit of a red paint. Again, this is that paint you should get. Bleed Proof White. I think it's Dr. Martin's. Find your small brush. Make sure it's clean. Pick out your red color, or whatever color you want. I'm going to go with this red right here. Get some paint on there. going to try really hard to stain those lines. There we go. And I should have enough paint on this brush to do all of them. Each one going up will probably be a little lighter. But that's okay because baby birds' beak will be lighter than the bigger ones, right? We're not quite done yet. We have to put a finishing touch on these birds. So get your bigger brush, your 3. We're going to add some sparkle to this. I'm going to go with the pink. I'm going to get it pretty wet. And instead of flicking paint on there like on other projects we've done, I'm just going to make tiny little dots. Some smaller, some bigger. Just gives it a little color. Gets rid of a little bit of that white space. Alright, we're all finished with this little bookmark. I hope you give it to someone you love. Please come back and watch again, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I have more videos of watercolor painting out there. I hope you go watch them. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time.